Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be covering the first in a series of videos on understanding analytics. And what we want to start with, I think, as a kind of a foundational topic here, and this does not need to be long, but I think it's important, and that's covering, to start, before we get into any of the specifics, what is the point of analytics? What are the purposes of having analytics? What do you do with these metrics? And I want to start by encouraging you to think about breaking this into two different primary camps. One is research, and the other is reporting. There are a lot of metrics out there that you can use. Impressions, visits, keyword rankings, conversions, leads and deals and sales and all this stuff. And it can be rather overwhelming. And the primary mistake that I see people make when they're working with clients and trying to present them with actionable information is that they don't adequately distinguish between these two things, and they give them reports that include lots of information that is difficult to parse and totally irrelevant to what the client needs to know, which is just, how do I make a decision on whether this is working or not? And so what I go back to is distinguishing between research and reporting. A great example of a research metric or a research analytic is your keyword rankings. Keyword rankings are really important if you want to get into the details of how a campaign is doing. Like, you're trying to get your numbers up overall, and that means maybe you're targeting some specific keywords that you want to rank for, or you're looking to overall increase your portfolio of long tail keywords that you rank for, get the overall number of things that you're ranking for up. And it's really important to have that information. It's really important to have those metrics. But if you're on the side of someone working at an agency, they're important for you so that you can do your job, so that you can really understand what's making somebody's footprint online tick, right? But they're not actually important for your client. Your client may be interested, and you may want to show them a few things just to give them some context, but a sheet of 500 keywords that your client is ranking for doesn't really do a lot of good, because you look at 500 things, you can't hold that many things in mind at once, and you go, oh, okay, what does that mean, right? What you do want to focus on is reporting. These are kind of the broad metrics that sum up the result of all of your research and understanding of what's going on, and say, here's the key thing that's important. To go back to the keywords example, you may really want to get into the weeds on looking at your keyword data to make those micro level decisions about how to run your account. But if you're trying to report to your client on whether or not their campaign is working, you need to go to something more general, more broad. Impressions are a great metric for this, to understand what did that total volume of keywords that we were ranking add up to in terms of our search footprint. And that's the key difference between these two things. Research is for minutia. It's for understanding the details of how a thing is happening. It's for making actionable decisions on the micro level. Reporting is for more high-level macro decisions about the success or failure of a particular initiative or campaign. And all you're trying to understand with those analytics is measurement of whether or not what you're doing is working. I think once you make that distinction, it's going to bring a lot of clarity to how you talk about things with your client, so that you don't wind up going down a rabbit hole following some micro detail, and everybody gets hung up on whether or not that thing is working, when you really need to take a step back, keep the focus at a level that people can actually hold in their head and parse and understand when they need to make those higher level decisions about the success or failure of a campaign and what to do next. So that's it for today. Just a quick primer on how we're going to be thinking about this stuff going forward. And in our next video, we're going to talk about specific metrics and how those make up the pipeline of how you close new business online. All right, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.